As I sit here and look out on this room, I see through the windows people holding up signs that say protect bears' ears. And we appreciate that. And I want those people to know, as I want all of you to know, that everyone sitting here wants to do that. There's not a person here that wants to see any of these antiquities or these natural resources or these species or anything of value be destroyed or be harmed. We are committed to doing that, but there's a right way and there's a wrong way. And what we are witnessing here is the wrong way. So I would speak to the President. Mr. President, if you care about the Antiquities Act, don't do this. Because if you abuse the Antiquities Act, then Congress is going to take away that power from future presidents. I would say, Mr. President, if you care about the balance of power between the executive and the Congress, who are supposed to represent the people, then don't do this. Because Congress is working and has been working to protect bears' ears. That is the right way to do this. And finally, Mr. President, if you care about trust between the American people and Washington, D.C., then don't do this. Because by doing this, you will break down that trust. Because there are so many people already who look at the big, heavy hand of government, and they recognize that many times, too often, in fact, they don't care about people in the West. They don't care about people in Utah. Too often, they don't care about their fellow Americans. So, Mr. President, don't do this. In my district, the second, we already have Grand Escalante, which is where the president at the time, President Clinton, didn't dare come to Utah. He sat in Arizona and pointed into Utah and said, I'm creating a 1.9 million acre national monument over there. Mr. President, if you're going to do this, then have the courage to come to Utah and look us in the eye and tell us and explain to us and justify why you would do something that we, the people who live here, don't support. The last thing I'll say is that even if he does create a national monument, it's going to take money to manage it. You're going to have to develop a management plan and other things, and as sitting on the Appropriations Committee and sitting on the Interior Subcommittee, I promise you we're not going to appropriate that money. You can create the monument, but you've got to have money to manage it, and we won't do that. Instead, we'll do it through a congressional process, and we'll do it much more likely under Rob and Jason's bill, PLI, which is, again, represents the will of the people. Mr. President, once again, please don't do this.